about the whole tranny thing. Maybe some popular trans content creators pitched it as a really fun thing to do. So he just cut off his dick, took the HRT, and now is regretting it. He realized he wasn't happy as a transgender identifying woman, and so he regressed, and now he's just like, well, no, now I just fucked everything up. And then at the end of this interview, there's a little shout out chat that I'll play because it's very heartwarming chat. It's very heartwarming. So check it out.
Nah.
Who's a heretic you admire?
Oh.
I think in this podcast, just to clarify that this will be my only interruption, this guy, Andrew Gold, heretics, asked at the very end of his interview, who's a heretic you admire? And he has an answer for this.
Nah.
Who's a heretic you admire?
Oh my God. I've thought a lot about this question. There are individuals and there are groups, but me personally, there's a guy who runs a website, and this may sound totally like bizarre or not, but he's called Joshua Moon, and he runs a site called Kiwi Farms. And a lot of the information that we have these days comes from that and Redux. And Joshua has essentially rebuilt his own little corner of the internet in the most superb way imaginable, because he got targeted for years, and they're still trying to get him offline now. And he's just persevered through it, and I really do enjoy that site, and I'll probably get slated for that, but I don't care. It's seeing that site where it has there's a thread about SRS regret and stuff. I saw that too late. I wish I saw that thread before I had surgery. And that thread alone, I know for a fact, has stopped people getting surgery because it's the truth.
I'm sure you have as well. So thank you for that. And people, please do follow Richie's work. Go to his Twitter. Look at Kiwi Farms as well.
Careful with that one. Yeah, I don't know. That's very flattering. I don't know. It's hard for me. I feel kind of bad when people shout out the site at all, because it's like whenever you shout out like 2 threads on the forum, people are going to try to say, oh, well, that means you endorse all this other crazy shit on the forum, and they always have to eat shit for it, which makes it very difficult to find friends on the internet. I think maybe, I don't know, it seems British people like me the more I hate British people. I will say, though, that the SRS threads and the gender reassignment threads are like one of the main reasons I have always kept the forum, the entire forum, except for one board, just because of a copyright issue, a search engine issue. I always keep them open. All the like with the Turkey Tom thing that I was complaining about. All the boards are open. All the threads can be read front to back without an account by anybody on the internet. I don't ban Tor. I don't ban VPNs. I don't ban anything. And I also don't require an account to view attachments. If I have a 200 megabyte file that's a video and someone uploads it to the site, you don't have to log in to see that. And there's a reason for that. I think it's beneficial to the health of the site and the prospects of the site to keep it open. But a lot of people try to force people to get accounts and stuff by blocking content, which is not the way to go. Yeah, the other kind of like sad thing about this is like obviously there's a lot of real useful utility on the forum, and when there are people who like obviously directly benefit from having access to the site, it makes me feel like I don't know, maybe I should be more straight-laced about how I handle things. But the issue with that line of thinking is that the forum, if the forum not being straight-laced is why useful threads like that exist to begin with, because there was a very long time, even now, where those kinds of threads are just considered transphobic. And if you're trying to be more like business attire about the forum, you're going to miss the utility that is lost in doing that. So it just sucks that even when the site is useful, people are always going to try to admonish it for unrelated things or untrue things that either don't happen at all or happen like outside the site and have nothing to do with that one area. Because the one of the issues that the forum has is that it's considered like a monolith. Like if you talk about Reddit, the people who browse like our incels or our picks are going to be like completely different audiences, and most people have like the theory of mind to say like, well, not everyone who uses Facebook is the same person and has the same opinions. But when it comes to the forum, again, there is no delineation and there is no benefit of a doubt. And it would help a lot if people gave that to the forum and said like if Mudahar had the audacity to say like, okay, yeah, sure, there are people who are going to be anti-Semitic conspiracy theorists, but the forum doesn't allow any kind of illegal activity. And, the people who are just calling out sex pests are not going to be the same people, or at least not at the same time, the people who say things that are otherwise politically incorrect. And it's just sucks that even like Turkey Tom and Mudahar just can't be fucking bothered. It frustrates me, and it makes me wonder like, what do I do to encourage that? Is there anything that I can do to encourage that? Because it would help. It would help a lot, really. I don't know. Post your opinions in the comments. I do read all the comments on Rumble. That's where I check for comments. So if you ever have commentary, like if you after the stream you're like, I want to say something, I want to write like a longer opinion, and you don't want to register on the forum, I do also read the Maddie thread on the forum. You can also just post on Rumble, and I do read those. It's food for thought.